Morning everyone. You join me on a lovely May morning, and one of my first daily jobs is to feed the wong here. It was converted from a fishery back in the winter, and we've now stocked it with carp, with the main aim of them growing on and being put in our reservoir. So this is the feed we're going to use. It's a mixture of a fish meal pellet and a cereal pellet, which is a very fast breakdown pellet, so it gives the fish a couple of different options there. They're both around the same percentage of protein. They're about 36% protein. The cereal one is probably slightly less, but this time of year they're after a bit of grub and they want some good protein to grow them on well. So I like to feed all the way around the lake, not just concentrate the feed in one spot. I think it keeps the fish moving and it keeps them searching out the food rather than just getting lazy and looking for the same spot all the time. Also, there are other fish in here still, and it helps spread the feed about a bit for the carp to find it before they do. So I always, when I'm feeding, have a set of these with me. They're absolutely invaluable. They help cut through the surface glare, and I can see the spots that I fed yesterday, whether there's fish feeding there or it's clouding up. And it's pointless feeding if you can't see those signs. So we're not just going to throw feed in here and expect them to eat it all the time. You've got to pay attention to the weather, the pressure, the wind direction. These fish at the moment, they're very active. They're on the move all the time. So some of you eagle-eyed viewers might notice that there's a bit of an oily slick to these pellets. That is because I've added cod liver oil to them. That's for two reasons. One, because it's very good for the fish this time of year, pre-spawning. And two, it allows me, if there's a strong ripple on the water, to see if the fish are feeding well. It will be slicking up. So it will create a flat spot in the windy water, and I'll be able to see whether they're feeding when I come and have another look later on. So that's the feeding all done. I've fed about 6 different spots around the lake, and I'll be back later to check whether the fish are feeding on those spots. Sometimes if they're feeding really hard, I'll actually give them a little bit more, but most of the time it's just fed once a day. And soon we'll have some lovely carp to go into here.